Welcome to Kruk and Kuip Extra Innings, where the Giants beat the Diamondbacks tonight 8-4. This was a good game. If you thought Madison Bumgarner's 2 home runs were interesting, Johnny Cueto hit and ran home from second. That was his first. And then we had Hunter Pence had a good night. Hunter Pence had 3 hits. Joe Panic had 3 hits. And Gorkas Hernandez had 2 hits with 4 RBIs. And did a great job in filling in for Denard Span tonight. The winning pitcher tonight was, of course, Johnny Cueto. The losing pitcher was Patrick Corbin. And his inconsistencies have followed him into this season. The best in the dbacks can hope for with Patrick Corbin is that he can try to boost his trade value before the season ends. It's hard to be a D-back right now. Brandon Belt had 2 hits tonight. Buster Posey has not been hitting well. He's still has yet to have a hit in the season. And I'm worried about now becoming a full-on regression for Buster Posey at the plate. Is this something that maybe Hensley Newlands need to work with Buster Posey with his recent struggles at the plate? That kind of worries me. And then Chris Marrero, starting to see. I think I'm starting to have that I was right moment. He's 0 for 3, and he's got this. He's starting to wreak journeyman to me. And then Joe Panic. Hitting 8th is one thing. Getting 3 hits. Just seeing Joe Panic just plays so much better when he's healthy versus last year when he's had injuries. It was like he's looking like the 300 hitter he normally should be in the lineup, and not that. Yeah, the Giants being Corbin pretty good again. In 4 innings pitch, he allowed 2 earned runs. But they ganged up on Patrick Corbin tonight. Randall Delgado, 4 earned runs in 2/3 innings pitched. And then Archie Bradley was able to give the rest of the bullpen some rest tonight. I like what I'm seeing out of Hunter Strickland. Hunter Strickland's trying to develop an off-speed pitch after he's trying hard to now develop a split finger, and we'll see if it becomes effective or not. He's trying hard to get an off-speed pitch that'll be effective to get hitters out. If he wants to move on to be that setup man role in case George Contos falters or something. And then, of course, Goldschmidt had one hit, and it was a dinger off of Cueto. Brandon Drury had a field day off of the Giants pitching night. He went 3 for 4. But the downside is Drury and Owings both had fielding errors, and the infield errors were not good by the D-backs tonight. It really reflects how bad of a team they really are and how much they need prospects. They just don't know which. Ken Kendrick needs to figure out what to do with the Diamondbacks team if they want to have any direction going forward. They need to figure out who's going to stay around and try to get as much value for get as many prospects as they can get, or they're really going to ruin Paul Goldschmidt's prime years and Tomas's prime years if things don't change. And then Derek Law rebounded from a bad night last night. Assuming from a bad game on Sunday. Let's go around the league. Oh, wait, before I go around the league, I got some suspensions to announce and all that. All right, 2 Giant minor leaguers were suspended 50 games for second positive drug tests today in the minors. Cody Brickhouse, who was playing at Arizona League. And then Ty Ross, who was at Single A San Jose, were both tested positive for PEDs and now are suspended for 50 games, pending any appeals or whatever. And then former Giant Emmanuel Burris was suspended 50 games. Emmanuel Burris, he never really had anything good as in terms of offense, but he could steal a base when needed. He was trying to get back in the leagues, and he was in the now in the D-backs, so not the D-backs, but in the Nationals organization, trying to get his career back together, and he hit a big speed bump. And then Gordon Beckham has signed with the Seattle Mariners. He will be in the Mariners organization. I wish him a lot of luck over there. And the Giants are kicking tires on bringing in another outfielder. Yeah, it looks like the Giants are looking to add Drew Stubbs on a minor league contract as an emergency outfielder in the event that Denard Span possibly has to go on the disabled list. And Denard Span had to miss a game today's game due to muscle tightness and on a surgically repaired hip, so that's already going to be a cause for concern if Span has to miss extended time. All right, let's go around the league with other scores. The Tigers beat the White Sox 6-3. Justin Verlander was your winning pitcher. Jose Quintana was your losing pitcher. And Jose Quintana was roughed up on opening day at Comiskey, or excuse me, US Cellular Field, with 6 earned runs and 5 1/3 innings pitched. The Yankees rebounded after turned the tables on the Rays today. CC Sabathia was the winning pitcher, and Odorizzi was the losing pitch. Jake Odorizzi was the losing pitcher. The Rockies beat the Brewers 6-5. Tyler Anderson was your winning pitcher, and your losing pitcher was Zach Davies. Gerardo Parra had 3 hits today. On his former team, and Greg Holland already has 2 saves, so it's the rehabilitation project for Greg Holland's off to a good start. The Indians beat the Rangers 4-3. Carlos Carrasco was your winning pitcher. Your losing pitcher was Martin Perez. And then the Astros beat the Mariners 2-1. Lance McCullers Jr. was your winning pitcher. Your losing pitcher was Hisashi Iwakuma. And then Trent McCann had his first home run as an Astro today. Brian McCann had his first home run as an Astro. And this is the much better start the pitching needs for the Astros if they want to be contenders this season. And also the Cubs rebounded from their choke job on Sunday night on ESPN with a 2-1 victory over the Cardinals. Jake Arrieta was the winning pitcher. The losing pitcher was Adam Wainwright. And Wade Davis got his first save as a Cub, excuse me. And then the Angels beat the Athletics 7-6. With Andrew Bailey being the winning pitcher and Ryan Dole being the losing pitcher. And Bud Norris got roughed up in the pen for 2 earned runs and 2/3 innings pitched. But they tried Ryan Dole at closer, and that went and backfired on him as Ryan Dole gave up 3 earned runs in the 9th inning to blow the lead for the Oakland A's, and they ended up losing 7-6. And the Padres took down the Dodgers 4-0. Winning pitcher was Clayton Richard. Kenta Maeda was your losing pitcher. And Eric Ibar had a good day went 3 for 3. And Youngarivis Solarte got a home run off of Kenta Maeda. Yeah, Clayton Richard looked like the ace he normally should be for the Padres. Now let's go on to other Bay Area team scores around the Bay Area tonight. The San Jose Sharks beat the Vancouver Canucks. Vancouver 3-1. And then the Golden State Warriors beat the Timberwolves 121-107. With 4 games left in the regular season for the NBA. Now tomorrow night's probables. Tomorrow night's probables for the Giants. Tomorrow's night's starting pitcher will be Matt Moore against Taijuan Walker. So we'll see how the Giants do. They normally don't do good against pitchers that make their major league debut. So I'm gonna give the edge to the D-backs tomorrow night. I just don't know what it is about the Giants when they play a pitchers making their debut. But we'll see. Hopefully the Giants can make Walker look like a rookie and not like a Cy Young pitcher and get struck out 3 times, or somebody goes for the sombrero. Well, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys tomorrow night after the conclusion of tomorrow night's Giants game. Good night and get some rest.